Well, I guess we'll start since three of the five, which is better than I guess none. Do you all remember what happened last time?
We found some paint, and then now we're going to some old lady's house to kill animals.
I died.
All right. Well, you did find paint. You didn't buy it though, but you know where to purchase it. But you need the gold, so you're going to Dorla's to acquire some money to fix an animal problem that she has.
Nice.
From what you know, it appears to be some kind of bear creature. And Dorla's is roughly 30 miles out. You just left town, so you should get there roughly in like 12 hours. But you're currently just traveling through the forest towards the northeastern suburbs. Suburbs isn't quite the right word, but northeastern villages.
Cool.
Let's see. Which one of you would be leading the group in, like, knowing where to go?
The captain, obviously.
Me.
All right, so you would be choosing which paths to go down. Could you give me like give me a either survival or nature check just to make sure you're heading in the right direction?
Yeah.
You know the rough path to get there, but you're not sure on the exact details. There's occasionally been signs like dotting trees to like indicate where certain places are. All right. You definitely know the way. You spotted a few signs, and one of them actually said Rolrick Cottage, and then you know that's Dorla's cottage. So you've been following that sign.
Cottage. I can read it.
You can indeed read, apparently. Somewhat rare skill for a pirate, but not unheard of.
Yeah.
So you're making your way just slowly through the forest. Can both of you give me a perception check?
I see all and perceive all things. Look at that number. Look at it.
I have done it. I've looked at the number.
Let's see. Hey Nettie, can you do a stealth check real quick? So it'll be in skills. It'll be kind of towards the bottom of the skills section. There you go.
Wait, K2 isn't here either.
Yeah, I don't know where Cottage is. We
asshole.
just started, so you haven't
okay.
missed. You literally missed nothing. You're just starting to travel through the forest.
Okay.
I am the forest.
No, you're not.
So Nettie, you are still hidden. Nobody's spotted you.
Nettie Pop.
Sweet. Oh no.
You're so useful for putting out sinuses. I used you this morning. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go on. Excuse my personality. Okay, so we're forest dwellers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Actually, Sassy, if you want to do a perception check real quick, just to see, you kind of all get a feeling that something's been following you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm doing the slow load.
But yeah, you're currently just walking through the forest. You left town around 2 p.m. By now it's probably like at least 3 or 4. So it's sun's starting to get, pretty high in the sky. Or well, past high, even higher than high. It's afternoon. Oh yeah, Sassy, you have no idea if something's following you or if it's just your shadow.
That sounds like her.
Wait, is it following me too? Or is it following all of us?
You and Bravak both get the feeling that something is just following the party, but you can't find it. You can't seem to find any evidence of it.
Alright.
I think that something's following us. I don't think we should be concerned.
I don't think. What are you talking about, big guy? I don't sense anything. I think you're going crazy.
I detect in the back of my neck area a presence. I don't think it is hostile. I will give it the benefit of the doubt.
That's real nice of you, big guy, especially if something's following us when they want to, try and kill us or something. Try and follow us.
If they appear and they're carrying the gold, we'll loot them. But right now, I think we should ignore it. And that is my order, that we ignore it.
Alright, sounds good, big guy. Sassy does a big old shrug and keeps being a really bad rogue.
Alright, so following the captain's orders, you just continue walking through the forest towards your destination.
Let me be Derek for a second. I'm the cat. Okay, I was Derek. I forgot what he plays. So he's just Sergey now. Whenever Derek is stricken with sleep disorder, he turns into Sergey.
Sergey.
Hello, it's me, I'm the cat. Or no, wait. Hello, it's me, I'm the changeling.
He's changed into a cat.
Yeah, Bakshi's just been real quiet this whole time. She's walking with you guys, but just been very quiet, not really saying anything.
Just staring off into space.
Just
Like-
a 1,000-yard stare.
Like somehow they became an NPC just kind of overnight.
Walking
Yes,
into
yeah.
a wall over and over again.
Yeah.
Bo, are you feeling alright? You look as if you're, I don't know, an NPC or something. That's weird.
No response.
Do you sense this evil presence? Because I sure as heck don't.
Why is there a big offline symbol above your head?
Bo, are you AFK? I'm sorry, I'm killing myself.
Wait, Cody, are you still here?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, okay, I guess Cody isn't actually in chat. That's weird.
Oh, Jody, what happened? Well,
He just
that was
pulled the plug from his computer out of his wall, but apparently he's still in the voice channel, which is weird.
Oh, maybe he phoned. Wait, that is really weird.
Really phoning and get in here because he's fucking stupid.
I wanted to kick you, but I can't. I don't have permission. Oh, I can block you though. So that was. What would happen if I blocked you and we're in the same voice chat? Wait, let me. Alright, bye.
Do it.
Okay, did that do anything?
Let me see.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it means I can't even see you anymore.
Wait, really?
I don't even know who you are anymore.
Wow, how crazy!
Can you still hear them?
No, it's done. It did nothing.
It did nothing.
It did nothing. It did nothing at all.
It was just like a. I clicked unblock and then it was just like, no, you can't do this. So there's no option to unblock. Hello, I hear Cody.
Hello.
Welcome back. What was the last thing you heard?
I'm gonna text Derek.
What was it? Something about Derek being what's his face, changeling person, being really quiet.
Okay.
That's the thing I
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, Bakshi's just being very quiet. They're still with you, but, she's just not saying anything.
In spirit,
Yes, and with your spirit.
and also with
And
you.
also,
Catholicism, etc. That's what I was thinking about. She's a really devout Catholic. And she gave up talking for Lent.
Just a regular Earth Christian.
Good Christian.
She's studying the Earth Christians.
I am a follower of Earth Christ.
I'm gonna text Derek and be like, "Get your ass up! Stop having a sleep disorder, asshole." Because he can do that.
He's just praying to Earth Christ. Let him be.
Okay, I will tell him that I understand you're praying to Earth Christ. But get over here.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
So many
I'll say that
daggons.
too. Dumjins. Dumjins.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And what was the? How did you fuck up dragons?
Just Daggons.
Oh, just dragons.
Just no R.
That's in parentheses. Just and then and
Just-
dragons.
And just Daggons.
Dumjins and just dragons. Oh my god. What if you got a text that said this?
Durst edition.
Printers. I don't know, you'd be loving this shit right here.
No, it's 5th edition.
Finth.
Wow, my predictive text has gotten way worse.
Like, better worse or, like, bad worse?
Like bad worse. It makes way less sense than before.
It's just, like, not even English anymore.
It's all the
No.
Polish.
I keeps adding sixes to words for some reason.
You mean the number
The
6?
number 6. So
Like the-
it's so
Like the
what I-
numeral 6?
Yes. So what I said was is the only thing I want a future 6-2, like 620.
Ah,
6-2-0.
6-2-0.
With me, the changes were not even in practicing breaks or even talk about it, and then the few snippets of the doubt that they were just borderline, and then the person who is so cool if I was, in a way, I have a good one after all, that is a great thing, and a lot to say no to you, friends-wise, to be in the 6 faculty. Number 6 faculty. Oh my god, I'm just gonna
So Sassy's just checking her phone as she walks through the
Sassy on
floor.
the phone, first of all.
Why not?
Please leave your message for.
Sassy literally is the phone.
Derek, wake up, we're playing Dungeons and just Dragons.
Man.
Oh, he can't. Yeah, I have headphones on.
He can't hear me.
Anyway, Derek,
Probably
I'm
for the
talking
better.
to my invisible friends. Come join us. This isn't scary for you at all. Bye. I can't wait for him to listen to that. It's Dungeons and Just Dragons, the new game show.
Dundercats.
That one really got me.
You occasionally hear a distant dumbercat.
Oh,
in the
shit!
forest.
Dundercats. Maybe Dumbercats. Dumbercats. No.
So let's see. It's been a few hours now. You're still just walking through the forest. You have that strange feeling that something's been following you, but you just can't seem to pin it down.
All right.
Sassy wants to pretend that she knows what the fuck she's doing in nature. So she's gonna be like, I think we should mark the trees so that we know where we've been in case we get lost. So she's gonna just straight up attack a tree with the scimitar.
Alright.
Slash it.
Well, the first tree you slash and you leave a nice deep impression. The second tree you just it's a smaller tree and just cut it straight in half.
She stares at it and she tries to. Are there any fruit or berries or anything on it?
Just leaves. It's just like a small birch tree kind of.
Okay. Well, she's like, look, guys, I can make a flower crown, and she starts picking up the leaves from this branch. She's gonna carry the branch with her.
Did you just say flower kraut?
I sure did. I can
Alright.
make you one too. There's enough
Delicious.
leaves.
Are you trying to actually make something, or?
She's just gonna say she's gonna make something, but she's literally just carrying the branch to make it look like it was intentional.
Make me some flower
Right.
kraut.
No, stop.
Okay.
Alright, so Sassy, you now have in your inventory one smallish branch,
Good.
including the leaves on top.
Okay, I'll put it in my inventory.
Nice.
It's now dusk, sun is just kind of starting to set, and it's roughly 8 o'clock at night. And in the distance you can see a light, and you also see a sign from where you're standing that says Hillock Inn.
Boys, I hear something. Some horrible low growling.
What is it? I can't hear anything.
Something that's gonna be real nasty.
Well, what is it? How do we prepare? Bo, wake up. There's something horrific happening. Stop being AFK.
It's a dundercat.
Wait, what were you saying about the sign and the light? That's probably important.
There was a sign that said Hillock Inn, and you can actually see it in the distance. It's like a kind of a squarish, thatched roofed, kind of large house.
Everybody run as fast as they can. Get out of here.
Do you actually
Aye,
start
aye,
running?
Captain.
Yeah, everyone
Yep.
needs to start running as fast as they fucking can.
Okay. As Sassy tries to run because she can't run very fast because she's tiny, she's gonna pretend to be attacking things with her branch with smallish leaves.
Wow, 0
Wow.
bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
She's not proficient. I
you
made
hit-
sure she wasn't proficient.
You hit nothing for no damage.
Exactly. She's just pretending.
The branch just grazed another branch.
And said hello to it nicely.
As you all run up towards the inn, you actually hear back behind you in the distance a very low and grumbling roar. Hork, your intuitions were surprisingly correct. There was something big following you.
There's a dundercat here.
You can't do that when I'm about to drink a liquid. Come on.
You can smell a dundercat.
Damn it. Stop. Kill me. Where's a dundercat? Also, what is it? What is a dundercat?
Wait, all right. I roll to fucking take a gander at this scary thing.
Gander roll.
You can try perception.
Yeah. Oh shite.
You don't see it.
Oh, wait, I
Fuck.
want to try to.
In fact, you're blind.
I want to try.
You,
Oh shit. Okay.
You still don't see it because it is heavily obscured. You can only hear it. It's just
We
a
can't
really
perceive
low.
it now.
I mean, you can tell. You know it's far away and in the forest, and also you can tell it's large.
But now suddenly I can tell, because she wasn't able to before, suddenly Sassy can tell that something is actually behind us, following us.
Yes.
Mhm.
So she'll be like, she'll look around and not see anything and be like, I think you're right. I think there might actually be something. And then she kind of pretends to turn around and go, yeah, with her branch, and pretend to look threatening as a joke.
I think we should all make a circle around around ourselves to make a defensive formation, defending ourselves from hostile intent.
Like back to
animated.
back. Let's go.
We're all
I'll
back
go
to
back.
back. Yeah, we all go back to back, and
Back. I pull out my longbow.
I pull out my fork of stabbing.
I'm ready with my brain.
All right, so you all have armed
Not
yourselves.
proficient in.
You're also standing just right outside the inn.
I start screaming. I just start screaming as loud as I can.
Then, this boy is coming for us, and we are going to get crumped. We need to get inside this building. Right fast, boys.
All right, I'll cover you with this branch.
And then we slowly back into the in a defensive phalanx formation.
All right, and as you do, you're greeted by a large, rotund orc woman who introduces herself as Bona.
Oh, I speak to her in Orc. I say,
She gives you a bit of a strange look and says, "Yeah, we got rooms here."
I give her a surprised look and then look over to my comrade saying,
I have no idea what I just said.
That's all right, big guy. You know, we can work on Pictionary later.
All right, and
whatever the woman's name is, what is her name again? Orla?
Bona.
Bona?
Okay. Hey,
Like
Bona,
Bon
can
Appetit.
you? Wow, I hate them. Can you put us up? I'm seeing Amanda now. Can you put us up for the night? And I'm just sort of kind of glancing behind us at the door, to like, kind of slightly nervously, like, is this thing gonna follow us? Is this thing gonna get a room too? Are they gonna be really annoying neighbors? It's gonna be a big racket. So that's what she asks, Bona. Got rooms for us.
She looks at you. She seems concerned that you're constantly looking out the front door, but she doesn't really know why you're doing so.
Mhm.
She says, "Yeah, I have some rooms, hun. Got 4, in fact. I could set you up for
Cool.
a few nights if you need."
That sounds great. We'll take it. Still
Yeah.
looking behind me.
cool, well,
All right.
yeah, we purchased the services of this innkeeping woman.
All right. Well, each bedroom costs just 2 silver pieces for a night. How many bedrooms would you like to rent? Currently, they're all free.
Wait, what? They're too silver to rent, but now they're all free.
You mean they're open? You mean there's no one in them?
Oh, I was like, wait a
Yes.
minute, was this hilarious?
They cost $2 and it's free.
That's what I thought.
Wait, how many of us are there?
5.
There are 5, and there are 4 rooms.
Well, yeah, there's 5 of you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then 4 of us will sleep. 1 person will stand guard, or if
Well, the
Let's
rooms
consider-
do have multiple beds. They all have 2 beds each, she explains. to
Wait,
you.
they have, oh, well then we're gonna have to
Me and Bo can bunk up. Don't worry about it, right, Bo? And I'm the cat. Yeah, Bo. She's really here with us right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, Bo nods in agreement. She'll bunk up with you, Sassy.
Doubling up, yeah. I reach for a high five and she doesn't give me one because she's AFK.
I am bunking with nobody now.
That's fine, big guy. You don't have to.
I debunk the beds, and like I don't care if you're not able to do that. I just make it able to happen and put them like next to each other to make like a double twin king.
Fuck did you just say?
All right.
Double-
Well, you know what? You know when you put like 2 twins beds together and it's
Yeah.
like a king size? I do that because I'm the captain.
Oh, in your room.
2 twins is just
Yeah.
a full, isn't it?
Wait, no, I have a
No,
full.
it's bigger than that.
Yeah, I have a full, and it's not 2 twins. Wait, it might
Yeah.
be.
No,
I
it's
I
not.
think it might be a
It's not.
queen. Is it a queen? It might be a queen.
It's queen. I think
Yeah.
it might
Oh,
be
yeah, it's a queen,
Two,
yeah.
2 twins is a queen. I
That's
actually
all
did the measurement before.
I do the math. I do
I do mattress math just in my spare time.
mattress.
no more.
All right, after this mattress calculation, yeah,
Roll for mattress.
I'm gonna roll for
What do I roll for mattress?
I'm gonna roll for mattress right here.
Alright,
Would it be medicine?
I would say it would be. Actually, yes. Since you're actually breaking all of her furniture, you have to do so quietly. And you manage to do so quietly. You don't
Nice.
arouse any suspicion from downstairs.
Cool.
So
All right.
you break her bunk bed in multiple
get that-
pieces. And
I get that shit
form it.
done.
I'm like crying.
So let's see. Hork, you're
I'll leave-
alone upstairs.
Yeah, I'll leave her a nice tip after we leave.
Let's see.
Well, she says the beds are free, so. Says she literally believes what I believed.
The beds are free, but the rooms cost 2 silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just good luck trying to carry out a bed.
Okay, she would be able to do it.
I'll do it.
So yeah, Hork, you're upstairs. I'd say, I guess, Sassy and Bakshi are also upstairs. And then Ravak and, I guess, Monique, who was with you, the gnomish gunsmith.
Oh yeah, cool.
Wait, who?
We hired a gunsmith to make us guns because we're pirates.
Oh, really?
I guess. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
her name's Monique. She's also been pretty quiet. She's just been, because you just told her to follow you after she showed up in the alleyway at the Painty
Oh,
Man's
shit. I
Paints.
didn't know she was there.
Yeah, I just remembered now that she's with you.
Pretend I interacted with her because that sounds like Sassy would do.
Yeah, because I know there's 5 of you right now, and that's not including Nettie.
Right.
Okay, but Nettie needs a room, so she's gonna have to like sneak in behind them and ask the innkeeper.
All right, you can do a stealth check to see if you can sneak in behind without arousing any suspicion from the rest of the party. All right, yeah, you do that quite well.
Nice. 8? Holy shit, nice modifier.
Damn.
I suppose, let's see, Hork and Ravak, you were the two that even were coming close to discovering her in the forest. So you can roll perception checks if you'd like.
All right.
Unless you think you wouldn't be searching.
Meh.
Yeah, no, nobody notices at all that Nettie snuck in and took a room.
Cool.
Is she like rooming with like Monique or something? And Monique's like, oh, this is my old childhood friend.
No, she's
In a
got
different
her own
room.
Oh, she got her own room. Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's 5 of
fourth
you
room.
and there's 4 rooms, yeah, and you only needed
She's
3
sleeping
to
like next
hold
to
everybody.
Hork. Without him knowing.
Yeah. Like,
Who's this? I do not remember this.
Oh, what a world we live in.
Alright, so
Anyway.
Nay, is there anything you'd like to do before, or is there anything anyone would like to do before actually going to sleep?
I say my prayers to Earth Jesus.
Alright, roll a religion check. This might make the
Alright.
orc gods upset.
All right. Is that?
You mumble something about some guy named Jesus that you just kind of made up in your mind.
Yeah. I'm like, what if it? Wait a minute.
What if there was Earth Jesus?
What if Earth Jesus was one of us?
And
And then I fall soundly.
Just knock yourself out super bad.
I just imagine, what if there was Earth Jesus, and then I just fall instantly, just get knocked out by the stupidity of my thought.
Alright, is anybody else
Yes,
praying or
I'm
doing
going
that?
to use an intelligence check to see if I can actually get this fitted sheet on this fucking bed. And I'm
You
not going
can't.
to succeed because it's like York London.
It's actually not even a fitted sheet, but you don't know that, so that's why it's not working.
You try to
actually-
fold it all the way on top of the mattress, and it's just not working.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't. Bo, can you? And she's
It's
probably
actually a
asleep.
pillowcase.
Oh my god. Why can't this thing stay on? Oh my god, she's special.
Alright, anyone else doing anything before waking up?
Can I eavesdrop?
Of course you can. Who would you like to eavesdrop on? So currently you are in a bedroom below, I'd say, Sassy and Bakshi, but you can position yourself anywhere you want as long as you're stealthy about it.
No, I'm gonna eavesdrop on them. Just like sitting on a bed, try to put my ear to the ceiling, can't quite reach.
Get like a funnel.
Yeah.
Alrighty, roll a perception check. And Bakshi isn't talking a whole lot, but also not being quiet when she does talk. And I assume, Sassy, you're not being...
Oh no, she's probably screaming. And she's probably screaming about this fitted sheet that she cannot get on this bed to save her life.
Alright, so Nettie, you hear the kerfuffle about the fitted sheet, but that's about it.
Why won't this stay on? Bo, can you help me with the other side? Oh, can you just wake up? Oh my god, you're so AFK. How are my friends so AFK?
Fucking AFK.
AFK friends, I can't believe this shit.
Can't fucking believe it.
And then Sassy takes a really big bong rip.
Alright, roll for nature. I'm joking.
I'm not. Wait, it should be medicine.
If you
All
had
of
any
my
weed,
pain
you would have
goes-
smoked it quite well.
All my pain goes away.
Oh, you try to light up your hempen rope, but it doesn't quite work.
Nice.
Alright, so morning arrives. You all get a long rest. I believe by now you all have full health and all that.
I love health.
Oh, do we have full health?
Health is good.
Oh, we didn't. Good to know. change my number.
All right, I updated Akshi's stuff. So as you wake up, you all come down to the parlor for breakfast, which is included. Not a very nice breakfast. You can upgrade for like an extra like 5 silver for all of you to like get a better breakfast, but there's like a cheap kind of ration-y breakfast available. There's a nice roaring fireplace.
Ooh, well, Sassy wants to sit by the fire and take whatever shitty rations there are and eat them over there.
Nettie, do you come to the parlor as well, or are you staying in your room?
Yeah, I'll come to the parlor, but like try not to interact with anyone. Just like pretend I'm not there.
All right, so the rest of you all see this catfolk just walk into the parlor that you hadn't seen before.
Oh shit, it's a dundercat!
Oh, what are you talking about? That's just some commoner. There's no need to fight them. Take a big bite of like whatever the fuck it is, like a stale mushroom or something.
Your granola bar.
Wait, is there anyone else in the parlor besides us and Nettie Pot?
No, it's just you, Nettie Pot, and Bona. Bona, upon hearing the dundercats, goes, "Oh, is that what you guys were worried about last night?"
I am deathly afraid of all dundercats. You frightened me with your fierce feline visage.
I mean, I do apologize. I think that was just my stomach. I was a little hungry last night.
Sassy looks at Nettie Pot and then looks back at Hork, and she's like, "No, we weren't afraid of you. You weren't what we were afraid of. There was like something way bigger back there, right, Hork?"
I thought there was a dundercat.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it wasn't you. I'm sure we're not afraid. You're probably a very nice person. You take another bite of whatever the fuck I mean.
No, I smelled cat.
Maybe it was a fitted sheet.
Probably just a bowl of oats.
Okay. Oh, that's a good breakfast. Fuck you. I love oatmeal.
I just eat my oatmeal and just start mumbling about dundercats.
I'm gonna put some leaves inside of my oatmeal and pretend that it is medicinal.
All right, roll me a survival real quick.
Survival, not.
Or sorry, Constitution saving throw rather.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Good.
All right, nothing happens. Your oatmeal tastes a little bit worse because you put the leaves in there, but it's.
She
oatmeal.
thinks it's worth it. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna strong and beefy.
I'm assuming now your branch probably has little to no leaves at this point.
It's got I'm sure he's put a few in there. It's got some more leaves. She's really
yeah.
thinking about the flower crown stuff. Even though there's no flowers, it's just leaves.
Bona hands you all some bread that's obviously a couple days old with a little bit of butter, which is kind of surprising.
I want to take the bread and throw it against the wall and see if it just cracks.
Like if it shatters. Like
Yeah, if it shatters.
All right.
It's super hard.
You throw the bread at the wall right after Bona had given it to you.
Yeah, it just chucks it immediately.
That's too
Fuck this shit. I don't need your bread.
She not even like that, not even like offensive. She just like she can tell it's old, and she's just like without thinking, just tosses it as hard as she can against the wall.
I give Sassy 2 points.
You sense the entire place is made out of wattle and daub. You chunk a big hole into the wall, like just right out of it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're trying to feed us with this? A big bullet?
Hey now, what are you doing in my establishment?
Well, we've been here. What? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
No, like, what are you doing what are you doing? Why are you doing
Shit.
this?
I need to go AFK for like 5 seconds. Hork's eyes glaze over and his head like kind of his neck tilts over and his consciousness leaves his body for like 5 minutes.
Okay, so Hork has an aneurysm.
And dies. The end.
Bona is looking at you, Sassy, very like sternly.
Mm-hmm.
She's obviously upset that you just damaged her wall and also, just threw the bread.
So
Almost
Nettie decides
immediately.
to intervene because she doesn't like confrontation. So wait. I'll fix this. I'm pretty good at fixing things.
Fix the bread and make it better. Can make it not a big rock.
No promises, but I can try.
Listen here, Bona. She knows how to do names. She's not Bona. Okay. Listen here, Bona. You can't just be feeding people rocks. That's not okay.
If you cut it up and dipped it into your...
Cut up a rock? How often do you eat rocks? Listen, you should... Listen, stop it.
Are you saying I eat rocks because I'm an orc?
Maybe.
She gets a real angry look on her face.
I wonder what Hork
Right.
says to that. Yeah, here.
Probably something like he eats rocks all the time.
Boy, I eat rocks all the time.
Man, Hork, are you there?
that's me. And now Katu is here. Hi.
Okay, Katu, so what I'll bring you up to speed real quick since Hork is AFK right now anyway. So, you all left town. You made it to an inn after being chased by something with a low growl. That happened, and then you made it to the inn, owned by Bona, a rotund orc woman, and you all roomed up. You actually bunked up with Sassy.
It was a very fun night of me trying to put a fitted sheet on a bed and not working.
Yep.
Screaming about it. And
That
you
sounds
not
right.
helping me because you were AFK.
And there's currently no one else in the inn other than you guys and Nettie, who just arrived into the parlor. You're currently all sitting down to eat at the inn. And Sassy threw a piece of bread at the wall.
No, it was the whole loaf.
Okay, you threw the whole loaf at the wall.
It was 3 days old. It was like a rock.
Yeah, well, it's more. It broke the wall because the wall was, made out of wattle and daub and was kind of aged. And the bread was a bit hard. And now Bona is quite angry at mostly Sassy for just throwing bread at the wall. And also, I guess, implying that she eats rocks.
Yeah.
But Nettie is kind of stepping in between you guys to try to salvage the encounter.
Salvage the encounter. Alright.
Is there anything else you want to say to Bona or do to her?
No, I'm probably gonna be like a where's your manager kind of person, annoying asshole, and I'll be like, listen, you can't just be feeding people like rocks. I don't care if you eat rocks, that's like cool. You can put like ketchup on them. I'm sure that tastes great. But like some people, we have rock allergies, so I think it's really insensitive to be feeding us rocks.
I'm allergic to granite.
See, look at this. Wait. Also, I said something funny. I wanted to know what you reacted with. Or
Wait, what do you mean? Like, what? Like, is that? Are you just asking how Hork would react to a funny situation?
No. I said something about I threw the loaf of bread as hard as I could at a wall because it was hard, and
Yeah, naturally.
and I'm calling it a rock.
Uh-huh.
And then Bona said, "What are you implying? I eat rocks?" And I'm like, maybe. And then I look at you to see if like you also eat rocks or something, or don't.
I'd be like,
I've eaten my fair share of rocks and stones in my day.
Fucking knew it.
That was roughly what Evan guessed.
It's good for digestion.
And I look at Bone like, see, but some people have rock sensitivities.
I'm pretty sure birds actually eat rocks to like help them digest food.
All right. They do, actually. I don't know if orcs do that, though.
That orcs are birds.
I do it. I don't care if it has anything to do with actual orc biology. I just eat rocks to help with my digestion, and I've been having very regular, terrifying turds since.
Terrifying.
Just gravel. They're just gravel turds.
All right, Sassy, roll me a persuasion roll
Okay.
to see how well this whole rock allergy thing goes over with Bona.
She's really turning into chaotic stupid. For that, I apologize. Persuasion, okay.
All right, Bona is still obviously not it's still kind of peeved off, but goes, I'll see if I can find something fresher, and walks away.
Thank you very much. And she does a little bow for no reason.
Bona chooses to ignore that.
She should. She wants to go over to Nettie and be like, hey, what's whomst?
Oops.
Everyone also says
Question.
it. Whomst at this cat.
The greater good.
Oops.
We surround
Just
her.
start chanting.
Whomst.
Nettie, you appear to be in the middle of a ritual right now.
We will sacrifice you.
I like where someone put an X. Evan, you put an X on the biscuit.
What?
whisk?
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh, no, you didn't. Sorry. Someone did. It's hilarious. Like, no.
That was me.
No. Oh, thank you. Thank you for
Somebody
also
had to.
So that's true. Also, is that like is that a black apple? It's like right next to it. What picture did you find, Evan?
Pretty sure it's a plum.
Is
Yeah, it
it?
looks like a plum.
Oh my god, it looks black. It doesn't even look like purpley. Ugh. Gross. Oh, the other bread guy next. These are on tossing plates. We're not Greek in here.
All right, so Nettie, Sassy comes up to you and just basically asks, "Who are you?"
Thank
No
you for
one.
helping. Who are you? Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, it's not, it definitely wasn't following you. Definitely not like a gem smuggler, like hiding from anyone or anything. Nope. Just happened to end up here at the same little motel that you did, and I'm gonna go ahead and fix that wall right up for you.
Oh, that sounds great. She just completely fucking ignores the part where you admit to being like basically a thief. It just goes right over her head. She's like, "Oh, that sounds very nice of you. Thanks for coming to help. I think you'll. I think," and she like comes into whispers. She's like, I think you'll understand. Some of us have some sensitivities around here. I think you'll agree with me." And I kind of look back at Bona.
Yes, of course.
I'm glad, and Sassy looks proud, like she made a new friend on purpose.
So, Nettie, do you actually try to repair the hole in the wall?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
All right, so you pick up the chunk that fell out and you attempt to kind of shove it back into the wall. Can you do like a, say, intelligence check just to see if you're able to do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to paste it back in with that oatmeal.
All right, make it with advantage then, because that is a good idea.
Whoa,
Oh,
nice.
damn, yep, that oatmeal was the perfect paste. The wall, it doesn't even look like there was a hole in there anymore. It's just gone.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. Fixing up my stupid mistakes. I love
Impressive. Most impressive.
it. Oh my god. Are you a potter? You a potter in your spare time? Do you like breakfast cereal?
Do you have like a wizarding wand?
Are you a walls keeper?
I mean, I don't think so. I'm just good at breaking things and then also fixing them.
Oh my
I have a
god,
lot
me
of
too.
experience
But
there, actually.
I'm also good at only one of those.
Guess which one?
Yeah, guess. She's gonna pretend it's the fixing part, but it's not.
So Nettie, what does everybody see? Like, what does your character look like, or how are you presenting yourself right now?
Okay, she's about a medium height cat, with a little chip out of one ear from like a previous battle that's just kind of mysterious, and she's wearing a cloak, but the hood's down right now because she didn't think that like hoods indoors is really appropriate. I mean, the lighting and all is kind of dim anyway. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about it.
So she's a
Alright.
cat with a cloak.
Cat and dagger.
With a cloak. Does the dagger have a cloak too?
As for weapons that you see on her, you probably don't see anything. Maybe your short bow, unless you left that in your room.
Yeah, that's in the room.
Okay, yeah. So it doesn't appear like she's armed to you guys, unless you want to like really inspect her over.
No. Sassy immediately trusts this person. She's so bad at being a rogue.
All right, so Bona comes back over and looks at you all, and also notices that the hole in the wall has been fixed, and kind of looks perplexed at that, and then puts down a piece of bread, a smaller piece of bread that's definitely fresher than the last time. It's not really hard in any way.
Oh, awesome.
Just for you, hun. And
Well,
she
thank you
walks
very
away.
much. I appreciate it. And the wall got fixed too. Our new friend, Nettie Pot.
She kind of like as she turns around to leave, she kind of waves it off like, yeah, I see. Thank you.
What were you mad about then? We fixed it for you. Shouldn't you be happy?
By the time you say that, she's back like in the storage room.
Okay. She turns around and she says, "Some people's kids."
Alright, so you all eat your breakfast, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I eat my breakfast sadly.
Sadly, why are you doing that sadly?
I'm extremely just emotional.
About what? Big guy, what's wrong with you? I pat you on the back as if that matters.
I convey a sense of real, genuine sorrow.
What's the matter, big guy? Is it because I couldn't get that fitted sheet on my bed?
I can't talk about it. Not
Okay.
now.
And he just turns away and he just like tries to wipe away a tear and then he is like,
All right, everyone, let's go.
Sassy shrugs and goes, okay.
Monique pipes in. So are we heading out to Dorla's?
Oh, I forgot you were here. Hello.
Yes,
Yeah, hi.
We're out going to towards the direction of the mission that we were doing and not just aimlessly wandering.
Good.
Nettie, you do hear the mention of the name Dorla.
Did you say Dorla? I know a Dorla. Is that the one and the same?
Maybe. What's it to you?
Well, she just happens to be a good friend of mine. I was wondering if maybe I could tag along.
If you want to help us kill some horrifying creatures, then sure.
I mean, I'm not sure about that, but I'm real good with patching open some oatmeal.
I trust her. She did a really good job. I think we should make sure that her friend is okay and she gets to comfort her friend with oatmeal.
We'll take what we can get.
All right, so you head out at the break of dawn, basically, and you start walking towards Dorla's.
Yay.
How far is Dorla's from where we are?
It's about 10, 12 miles. You should get there in a few hours.
How much can I carry?
What'd you say?
How much oatmeal can I carry?
You can try sneaking out a bowl. If you want to roll sleight of hand, you can try sneaking out a bowl of oatmeal with you.
Oh, all right.
I'd say more than one bowl would be pushing it. Yeah, you managed to, you tuck in a bowl of oatmeal underneath your cloak and manage not to spill it all over your body as you sneak it out.
What if
and
you
now
just
have a
fill your
bowl of
pockets with it?
Pockets.
Bo, that's a great idea. I'm so glad you're also talking in here and cognizant.
Nice.
I don't know about that last one.
Well, we all have our days.
Alright, so you're back traveling in the forest, and so far you haven't heard any of that low rumble that you did before.
Oh, so it wasn't the cat. It was the cat. Sassy's just thinking to herself. She ain't talking out loud. She does have her branch out brandished just in case.
Okay, you're brandishing a very probably beaten up branch at this point.
Yep, like a child.
Mm-hmm.
And
She's ready.
you are all just walking. So Hork, I guess since you were leading, right? Unless anyone else elects to lead.
No, I guess let's go. Let's do it.
Wait, Nettie, do you know the way? Maybe you can lead.
I mean, not really. I just kind of followed this path of broken sticks.
That is the
Been
correct
outside
path.
for a while.
I have a good feeling.
Sassy looks like pretty embarrassed by that. And she's like, oh god, she has like that I'm a bad rogue feeling again. She's like, yeah, that's weird. How coincidental. You happen to show up here.
Alright, so after a couple hours of walking, nothing really eventful happens, just walking through the forest. You eventually start coming up to more of like a clear area of land. Trees start clearing up and you get more into like these kind of meadows and rolling hills. And in the far distance, you can kind of see a mountain.
Wait,
Eventually,
are we on a hill right now?
yeah, it's like rolling hills. So you've been walking up and down, kind of like rolling hills.
All right, Nettie starts somersaulting down the hill.
Nettie starts somersaulting down the hill.
Not Nettie, sorry, I thought I was Nettie for a second. Sassy, Nettie can do whatever she wants.
All right, roll acrobatics to see how well you somersault down these hills.
If you sprain your ankle, I swear to God.
This is what you're mad about, not the fitted sheet? That was a horrifying battle, as I say, as I like tumble terribly down this hill.
No, you managed to somersault down the hill successfully. You get maybe a little bit dizzy from all the somersaults, but
Come on, guys, you should try it. It's great. I'm like stumbling around.
I can't spill my oatmeal.
All right, let Bo handle it. Give it to Bo. Come on, it's fun.
I stop and smell the dirt to make sure there are no enemies nearby.
all right, roll. I guess investigation. Oof. Yeah, no, there's no dirt to really smell. It's all grass.
You've removed the dirt from the earth.
I just put my face down to the ground and start sniffing and just go.
Nope, nothing.
Yep, you don't really smell anything important. You
All
just
right.
smell grass.
All right, worth a shot.
Was it?
I mean, if you
never
roll a
know.
20,
You never fucking know.
if you roll a 20, I would have said there's definitely nothing nearby.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah, there's no dangerous creatures currently in the immediate area. It's kind of just hills, and you think you see a sheep here and there, kind of on the crest of some hills. That's really about it for animals besides birds flying overhead.
Seeing the birds flying overhead, Ravak is going to run down the hill and try to fly as he runs down the hill very fast.
I swear to God,
All
if you
right.
sprain your ankle.
Are you just trying to flap your wings, or are you trying to like become aerodynamic in some way?
He's trying to flap his wings and hope that he catches some lift and starts flying.
All right. Wait, you don't have wings though.
I'm part dragon. I think I have wings.
All right, so
I
there's
don't,
like
but I
some
think I
shoulder muscles that you are really trying to work, but yeah.
Yeah.
I guess do an acrobatics check to see if you can make the landing after you jump. You do make the landing, but you don't fly.
Dang, thought that would work.
The birds kind of look at you in a funny way. At least that's what you think they're doing. In actuality, they're just flying.
Revok, that was a great landing. She doesn't know why you look upset. Come in.
Screams.
So...
Everyone's oatmeal's ready.
Yes.
Nettie, your oatmeal gets nice and hot suddenly.
Perfect.
Suddenly.
Just came out of the oven.
Yeah, she pulls it out of the
The
oven that's like
oven.
not attached to anything. Disappears. I love it. What a magic.
All right, so as you're walking on those rolling hills, oh,
Yes, there's screaming.
sounds like some plates are being smashed in the background.
They're being Greek over there, probably.
Yes, Greek plates. Okay.
I don't mean to stereotype. Sounds a little Greek.
It's all Greek to me.
I don't mean to stereotype. Sound a little bit Greek.
Yeah, I said that. I just said that.
Just say that to someone. No, I mean.
Hey guys, there's a whole kitchen at the bottom of this hill. Come on down.
All right, cool. Let's go.
All right,
You
so
guys somersault too. I need to know.
well, Nettie's got her oatmeal.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'm very carefully, I don't know. Can you roll with oatmeal? Can you do like that thing where it's like the anti-gravity bowl?
You can definitely do an acrobatics check with disadvantage to successfully keep the oatmeal intact while you do a roll, if you'd like.
Sure.
You can give it a book sheet too.
Could also do that. Ooh. Well, yeah. Since you have disadvantage, it's the 5. So yeah, you roll. You complete your somersault just fine, but you spill your oatmeal all over the ground.
No! How am I gonna repair things now?
Don't worry, I'm sure Dorla has oatmeal.
You know for a fact that she does actually. Nettie.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, there's more where we're going. There's more where that came from.
Goat meal.
There's no use crying over spilled goat meal.
Indeed.
Nice.
So eventually the rolling hills kind of start to get a little bit more like gentle, even gentler than they already were, and you see a cottage in the distance surrounded by trees. There's so many trees, all kinds of trees, most of them bearing fruit. And you also see gardens as you're walking up towards the cottage itself. You see a bunch of gardens.
Is this the place?
Oi, trees and gardens.
Thanks.
This is the place.
I mean, I think she likes trees.
I mean, you've
she
been
does
here
run an
before,
orchard.
right? Does this look familiar?
Have you ever actually met
There's
this
trees,
person?
I don't know.
You don't know.
There's trees everywhere. They all look the same to me.
What? And
All
she
trees,
pulled
short trees, fat trees, green trees.
I submit my suspicion upon this person.
it up. Submit.
All right.
Jackies.
How are you submitting this? Certified mail?
Yeah, I submit a written suspicion form to the government.
All right. The
What?
invisible government that is just following you around, apparently.
Wait, who governs these lands? Is it like no one because it's pirate land?
I mean, pirate land, so it's governed by like the most powerful pirates, basically. Although now you're kind of getting out into the countryside, which is a little less like controlled since it's so far
Well,
inland.
I'm the most powerful pirate, so I am so I can do it over.
There you go. I mean, there's no arguing with that.
Cool. All right, then we can. Then the whole matter is moot, just as most are. We can move on.
All right, so you come up to the building. It has 2 kind of large bay windows. It's kind of like a large stone cottage. It's kind of large for what you were imagining. And you walk up to the porch, and as you walk up, you are greeted by this woman.
I will look upon her face.
She
see.
seems elderly.
Aw, she's an
I
old
see.
one.
She's a very elderly dwarf woman.
What did you say that her trees outside were bearing fruit? What kind of fruit were they?
Mostly apples, but there might have been some like plums and other things.
Oh, okay.
But you definitely saw a lot of apple trees. As you were also walking up towards the porch, you noticed that there was also some gardens with like herbs and things, and there's also a few garden areas and like orchard areas that seem to be trampled, like that were just freshly destroyed.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
And indeed, there is a cat in the windowsill.
Oh my god, it's a cat.
Is it surrogate?
No. She doesn't remember the name of her cat.
Does
She's
it have
too
a
old to
soul
remember.
Oi, is that a dundercat?
She looks at you, since you haven't even introduced yourself yet, and she kind of looks behind herself and goes, "Oh, yes. No. I forgot I had a cat." And with that, I think we'll take a short break. Let's see. So you've just been greeted at the door by this old woman. She turns around and realizes, "Oh yes, I have a cat. Who are you? Oh, hi, Nettie."
I greet her, then I'm immediately defensive because I didn't notice the cat the first time, and now there's competition, and I can't have competition in the same room with the same cat.
Cat fight.
The cat gives you a glare, but just keeps trying to knock stuff off the windowsill.
I glare back
And also knock stuff off the windowsill.
for something to push.
You both knock stuff off the windowsill to see who can do it more to improve your catness.
I say,
My name is Hork, Big Hork the Hork. This is my merry band of boys. We're here to solve your beast
Mostly
problem.
girls.
Oh, did my nephew send you, dearies?
Sure.
His name's Dorsheous.
Oh,
He really was a dork.
Dorgist.
Dorcas.
Oh, or was it Dork? It could have been Dork.
Dorcas.
Dorbus.
Dork.
Yeah, yes. As Nettie, as you know, there's that bear problem.
Yeah, about that. Got a little bit tied up, patching a hole in the wall at this little motel we found.
She was very good at it, I should say. Did you teach her your skills? Do you have oatmeal skills as well, grandmother?
Oatmeal skills? I have all sorts of porridge skills.
Oh my god, can you teach me your ways?
No.
Okay.
There's no time for that, honey. Maybe later.
We were awfully calm if there's no time for porridge. This must be a real emergency. Who stomped your garden? Was it the cat? Was it Sergey?
No. It wasn't the cat. What's
Your cat's name?
You know, I think. Let me show you to the hall. She walks you into the hall and goes to stand up on the dais, grunting as she gets up on top of it. Where am I? Oh yes, the hall.
I can't handle senile grandmothers. That's my weakness.
You're in heaven.
A little bit.
All right, dearies. As you know, the war is coming. The greatest war there ever was.
War, you say?
Indeed. Also, I think there's a bear.
Bears, you say?
Is this going to be a war against the bear?
How did I get up here? Can someone help me down? I don't like this thing.
Granny, is there a bunch of butter in this room?
You point to the buttery, and she goes, how, where, there's a bear.
butterism.
Okay. I was not crying. Okay, Sassy introduces herself. I'm sorry, I get incapacitated by grandmothers all the time. Sassy introduces herself. She probably does that, more immediately, but I was, again, incapacitated by grandmother. So
She just now finally responds to your greeting.
Yeah, she's like, "Hi, I'm Sassy. We're here to help you with your problem." She doesn't say it like that. She's not me.
with your business.
Well, I'd appreciate your business here. I really need to get apples shipped to my nephew, but with this bear around, I can't go out picking the apples, and it's just destroying my apples.
Where is the bear?
Sure, it's not just the cat.
It's destroying the apples. I just told you.
Where is it?
The apples. They're in the ground.
Is he just... Wait, is this a
They
dirt
grow
bear?
from trees, honey. Oh, the bear.
The bear.
Well,
Yes.
I remember I sent Nettie scouting. Nettie, so you looked around to see if you could find the bear initially. You did track it to or at least you think you tracked it to a cave kind of nearby. You didn't enter it, though. You just kind of saw the cave and then left.
Cave.
So there might be this hole over there that I've heard bears like. They kind of sleep there, but I'm not entirely sure. It's just kind of a suspicion. It's a hole in the ground, and really it could be just a really large groundhog.
I
Oh,
hate those.
it could be the apples. They're in the ground, too.
There's
Your
hogs in the
confidence
ground.
is electrifying.
How do you even know that word?
Okay, I have a plan. We're going
it
to
about the
gather.
war?
We're going to gather a bunch of apples, and I'm going to put them right behind my trap, and then the bear will come and try to eat the apples, and then it'll get murdered by the trap.
I
I
think
mean, that sounds good to me.
this
That
is
sounds like a
good.
damn good plan if I ever heard one, honey. Who are
Granny,
you?
don't swear.
Let's go.
Wait, before you go, who are you again?
We're friends of your
You're
Uh,
the bear.
nephew.
And I'm just the
Oh.
other cat you didn't know you had.
I have a cat.
All right,
now.
thank you. Goodbye.
Can someone please help me off this dais? As you all kind of leave.
Yeah, yep, we all leave. Yeah, now we're outside her little cottage, and
All right, so you're gonna try to collect some apples then.
yeah, I go towards the apples, and I'm like,
What's all this then?
Can you not do that? Can you stop with the reference? Can you not do more? We don't need to
All right.
Python this up. What did I
So
just say knee, by the way?
I need one person to roll me, one or two people to roll me nature to see how many apples you can collect.
Oh boy.
Can I roll perception to see if I can see where this bear is at? If I can perceive a bear?
You can see if you can try to find the trail that leads to it.
Sure. She'll try to do that. She'll try to perceive a trap or the tracks.
With the help of Nettie kind of pointing you in the right direction, you do notice there are some large bear tracks heading out into like a direction kind of towards a larger hill.
Oh, she's gonna just follow it without announcing anything.
All right, I'm assuming everyone notices this.
You see her screaming gets like softer and softer.
Oh, it's nice and peaceful and quiet. Where the hell did Sassy go?
All right, so I guess Ravak and maybe Hork, are you the one picking the apples?
yeah, I grab
Uh,
some apples with my big orc hands, and I'm like,
Apples.
You are an NPC.
Get some
Alright.
apples.
All right, Hork, give me a
wait,
roll. All right, so between the two of you, you collect 45 apples.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
wow, okay.
so
We're gonna
I-
put
You
Put the
find a
apples-
basket. Yeah, you just find a basket.
put the
lying about.
apples in a basket, and then just have the basket laying out where the bear could easily see it, maybe on like a tree stump or something.
All right,
And
do you
then
want to go? Do you want to
Picnic
move
blanket.
closer to the cave, or
Yeah, let's go towards the cave.
yeah,
all right?
and then near the cave we set up the apple basket, and then
The battle.
around three sides I'm gonna place 3 traps like surrounding the apple basket, 3
Alright, so you-
vicious traps.
So you set down
Yes.
all of your vicious traps.
I'm gonna scream into the cave, to get the bear's attention. Hey, here, berry. Ooh, berries. I could go for some berries right now. Hey, can I have an apple? I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're right there. Watch
I-
for the
Oh my
traps
God.
though.
Throw it to me. I'll catch it with my hands.
Okay,
All right, so
I throw an
Right.
apple.
I'm pretty sure it probably hits me in the face.
So all of you are not. None of you are being stealthy, right? You're all just shouting
I'm
into
the
this cave,
opposite of stealthy.
essentially.
I try to hide very like timidly, like behind a tree that's narrower than I am.
Yeah, but after setting up the traps and throwing the apple, I go behind a large rock where I can see the trap and the cave entrance.
One of you threw an apple into the cave, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that one. Absolutely. Apples to meet you. Apples to meet you, Bear. Here, have this. It'll go great with your pie.
You hear a very, very loud and echoous thunder of a roar come out of the cave. The water, the small stream that's exiting the cave, kind of seems to shake a bit as you see an apple come whizzing past you.
Oh,
That looks good.
we duck out of the way. Or at least I do.
From that, you can. It seems it doesn't seem too interested in the apples.
A bear that doesn't like apples. What the heck did we eat?
Do any
I
of you?
propose to make a catapult. Turn the trap into something that we can fling the apple. So maybe if it doesn't like the apples, we'll make it really not like the apples.
I like that idea too much. Let's do it.
All right. Let's see, Nettie. What do you have for tools? Actually, what do any of you have relevant tools to make a catapult with?
Let me see.
I have navigator's tools. You can navigate the direction that the
Nettie has
catapult
carpenter's
should launch.
tools. Okay.
I have Smith's tools.
Smith's tools, carpenter's tools. Okay.
Give
Those
them
will
back
work.
stuff.
You'll need to collect some supplies to actually build a catapult, though. Also, it's going to take you at least like 3 hours to build a catapult. Probably longer, honestly,
Yeah, probably.
to build an actual siege weapon.
What is up with all these terrible ideas?
We need to get ready to fight the bear. It's coming
Stop
this
hiding,
way.
Hork. Come on.
I climb up the tree.
Bears can climb too.
Fuck yeah, you're right. No, if it comes out the cave, I'll jump on the bear.
Jump on its back and
You're your own
tame it.
catapult.
Tame it.
Yeah, I'll be the second wave in case this trap thing doesn't pan out
Are you scared of bears, Hork?
extraordinarily.
Oh my god, we really? Okay.
Like for a big orc, he's afraid of cats and bears, and there's a pretty big difference between those two. But like, he has weird fears of certain animals. Some justifiable, some less so.
You
Alright,
just
well, you stay
continue
up
to
in
hear
there.
this roar in the cave, just far deep back in the cave.
Come out then. I throw an apple against the cave wall.
Act like an apple so it comes this way.
She will try. What do I roll
Let's-
for that?
That would be deception to pretend you're an apple.
I'm gonna do deception to pretend I'm an apple.
All right. Yeah, the DC on that one was 30.
Wait, the
Um,
DC on that one was what?
30. So, yeah, you're just a dwarf,
Damn it.
pretending to be an apple somehow. You still hear this roaring deep in the back of the cave. It seems like the bear is not coming out.
Oh my god. This bear's a big coward. You hear that, bear? You're a coward. I'm a screaming apple.
Wait, how big is the opening to?
It is roughly. Let me check. Actually,
What if we just seal the bear in?
Yeah, that was my idea.
it's like 30 feet across and like maybe 25 feet high.
Do we have any explosives?
On you, I don't believe so.
Do we have any magic people?
Wait, don't we have
Construct-
Monique? Isn't she a gunsmith?
Yeah, guns are different though from
No,
high
can she
explosives.
shoot the bear?
You can't
Yes.
see the bear. It's far back in the cave.
Monique, go in the cave. Shoot the bear. We'll
God,
seal
this-
you in. Bye.
Why is all this happening?
Because I'm a nuisance.
Monique gives you a look like, what now?
Go shoot the bear. We have a problem. Go get him. They like do shooing motions.
I can try to sneak up on it if you want, but you're all gonna have to be real quiet.
Okay, sounds good to me. That's my strength. I'm a sneaksman. I whisper to the rest of everyone as a scream. Look, okay, let's find things to seal this cave right up. And trap Monique into her doom.
I just start running in the opposite direction. I'm just running.
Hork, come back! Big lug.
Is anyone going after Hork, or is he just leaving?
I'm leaving to go try to find some sort of miracle.
Oh, mirror.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, no, yeah, I'm gonna go around the area, try to find something miraculous to help us.
All right. Roll me investigation. To see if you can find anything useful for. You don't find a damn thing.
God.
There's just sticks, trees, rocks. Nothing that's really helpful that you can deduce anyway.
I scream.
That's more like it. You keep getting crit ones, and it's hysterical.
Go to the top of the cave, and when the bear comes out of the cave, drop a rock on it like a boulder.
Oh my god, that's such a great idea of a
Yeah,
trap.
yeah. Is there like a ledge? Is there a ledge above the cave that I could sort of?
Yeah,
hang
you could climb up to the
Yeah,
top
right here.
of the cave.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm going to put my own self right there. No, you know what? Let's get some rocks. Let's just rock this bitch up. Let's get let's get some rocks and rock this bitch up, and then maybe I'll stay up there, push the rock on the bear. If he misses, or if the rock misses, or if the bear shrugs off the rock, I can jump off with my trident and stab him from above.
How do you say this as Hork, though? Because that was way too many words for Hork to say.
I'm going on top the cave with the rocks and I'll stab the bear.
Okay. That's good Cliff Notes version.
Monique starts to stealth her way into the cave, and she's being very good at it.
I'm trying very hard not to scream.
Eventually, you lose sight of Monique.
I'm still trying not to scream. It's very hard.
I'm acquiring
Pylons.
Mhm.
So you're successfully at the top of the ledge with an assortment of rocks. There's already a bunch of boulders actually kind of up there, some larger rocks.
I choose my favorite.
All right, you choose your favorite rock. Is there anything else anyone's going to do?
I'm gonna climb a tree for a better vantage point.
Into the cave?
No, for on top of the cave, so I'm not in the way of the rock slide.
Okay. Roll me. Or oh wait, yeah, you just climb up to the tree. You have climbing speed.
I want to try to scale the outside of the cave, so I can also pretend to help with Boulder. To kill Clavicle. I mean the bear.
Bakshi, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna stand aside and watch the chaos unfold.
All right.
Bakshi, why don't you help us like you helped with my fitted sheet?
Yes.
I give you a glare because I'm an apple. Consider that.
Are any of you proficient in nature?
In what?
Nature.
Definitely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
I actually don't know. Let me check.
I'm proficient in the natures.
All right. Can you roll me a nature check real quick, Cody? All right. You remember something that bears right now are probably in the middle of hibernating, or at least attempting to hibernate. So winter is coming.
Wait, is it hibernating or it's screaming, but it just doesn't want to be
Maybe it's just snoring.
Yeah, it could just be snoring. Also, it could be just holding up in the cave and not wanting to leave because it's about to hibernate. And you would know this as being a hunter.
Does it sound like it's moving around?
No, whenever you hear the roars, they seem to come from the exact same distance each time.
Let's
very
smoke
far
this
back in the
bitch out.
cave.
Let's smoke him out. Let's set a fire. Smoke this bitch out.
I can fog him out.
Fog this bitch out.
I take a rip from my bong.
Do you actually cast fog cloud inside the cave?
Yeah. I cast fog where I think the bear sounds are coming from.
All right, 1 second. Let me see. Well, you can't see. Is that the area you can see? Point within range. Okay, so within range.
Centered on a point within range.
So
don't
the
need
fog.
to see it.
You don't need to see it, but you can't see the bear. And since the cave is twisty and turny, you make a fog, but nothing happens.
Okay. Well, that didn't work. Let's just make a campfire, a large fire in the cave.
Is any of us familiar with bear lore?
Cody is. He would know that
Yeah.
it's hibernating right now and probably doesn't want to come out.
Can you simulate the moans male bear trying to attract a mate?
I'm staring at you. as a-
Yeah, he's gonna try to do that.
Wait, let's light a fire. I light flames to create
He
smoke.
already made the mating sound.
All right, shit.
Do an
I
animal
it
handling
fast.
check, Cody, actually, to
Hork,
see if
give me
that's
a
the
light.
proper call.
I could take another rip for my bomb.
That call didn't seem to do anything for the bear. That you can tell.
I scream. I just scream. I just scream as loud as I fucking can into the
Wait,
cave. Like
sorry.
I direct my voice like I'm fucking the Dragonborn into the fucking cave, like Skyrim Dragonborn, not D&D Dragon. And I just scream as loud as I can, trying to just convey to this bear that I demand his presence.
Would Ravok
Okay.
tell us about like the hibernation stuff?
Yeah, I relay that information to
Okay.
everybody.
Then Sassy's gonna say, "Wait a minute. If the bear's trying to hibernate, then I don't think the bear is the one who trampled her stuff. Maybe it was something else. Maybe it
Do
wasn't
the-
this bear."
Do the footprints match bear type tracks?
Yeah, you track the footprints from the trampled groves right to this cave. Also, there is some evidence of like broken trees and other things.
No, yeah, okay.
Is that his Hork?
Nettie, you would already know that this is probably most definitely the correct animal in the back of that cave.
Okay, that's why I'm up in a tree.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to sneak into the cave, and once I see the bear, I'm going to shoot
Wait,
it with an arrow.
Is what's her face still in the cave trying to coax out the bear?
Yes, actually, Cody, before you enter the cave, Monique comes scrambling back out, all hushed and quiet, and she says, "Yeah, it's in there good, guys. I don't think it's gonna come out, but I think we can sneak around it. There's like a pillar in the middle of the cave that I think we're gonna be able to use to our advantage."
Do we have any explosives? No, we don't. Wait, yeah, no.
No, I don't have any on me.
Cool. What sort of ideas did you have? Wait a minute.
What did you have in mind regarding this plan here?
I say we all sneak into the cave, get to that pillar. It's behind the pillar, but it's like a round. There's like a round area behind the pillar that the bear is currently like holed up on. We hide behind that pillar, and then all pop out at once. We can surprise it.
Okay, Ravok picks up his traps.
Nettie is no longer in a tree.
And there's also a good choke point for those traps, actually, Ravok. On the left
good.
side of the pillar. If the bear happens to go that way, it'll be trapped immediately.
Okay, so yeah, he picks up his traps, disarms them.
Yeah, I collect
Alright.
everyone so that we might crawl this dungeon.
Alright, so you all are entering the cave slowly now, right?
Yes, sneaky.
I'm an apple.
What? What did you say, Cody?
I said sneaky.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
What?
What do you think he said?
I thought you said
Yeah.
naked.
What?
I was like, why are you sneaking to this cave naked?
Oh, Nick. Nakey?
Yeah, naked.
With his
What?
blankie?
Naked with his blankie.
Well, apples are naked.
But they have skin,
I'm only
Bills.
training.
They have skin, but you have skin when you're naked.
What the
You
fuck?
do?
Oh, you do?
Wait, I've been doing naked.
Do you
this all
not?
wrong. Okay, so this is where you currently all are. Monique takes the lead since she's gonna follow. She's gonna show you guys where to go.
How come
can-
Monique has a shadow and we don't?
We're vampires.
Yeah, you're all vampires.
Shit. This is.
Why is the light
JoJo.
coming from inside the cave? So the shadow is behind Monique.
There are holes actually in the top of the cave that kind of poke out to the surface, so occasionally you see
Oh, okay.
little bits of light. So it's not total darkness in here, it's just kind of dim. And there's actually, as you progress a little bit further into the cave, you notice there's actually some light kind of coming from the right. You also see that pillar, like right here. And that's the one, Monique points to that pillar and says, that's the one I'm talking about. On the left, it's a real choke point.
Okay. So Ravok is gonna sneak up to behind the pillar and start setting the traps.
Okay, just make little, yeah, perfect. Actually pull up what your trap does, just so I don't forget. Oh, perfect. Thank you. All right, who else is sneaking up?
I'm going to do sneak check.
Okay.
Those words. I'm gonna confused.
You can now, as you get closer to the pillar, you can actually hear kind of like a low breathing sound.
Try and stealth.
All right. Yeah, you stealth right on up to wherever you want.
Sweet.
Behind the pillar, obviously.
Yeah, stealthy. Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak up right to the bear and lift an eyelid, see if it's really sleeping.
All right. So first, roll a stealth check to make sure you get up to the pillar. Fine. Cody, you are fine, by the way. You have advantage because Monique's with you.
Okay. Phew.
All right. So yeah, you sneak up successfully, like right, I guess here-ish. And if you want, you can go around the pillar and sneak right up to the bear. Although it doesn't sound like it's fully asleep. Just sounds like it's kind of breathing.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go sneak up and just stare it right in the eyeball.
The one eyeball.
All
Just
right.
one.
Give me another stealth check. Oof, wow. Okay.
Wait, where's the pillar at? Is it at the X's right there? Okay. I sneaked up.
Yeah. The pillar's right where Monique, Ravak, and yeah.
Okay.
Hork, since you're far back, are you staying far back or?
I'll move right. Wait, I'll move right around here
Okay.
to
So you move-
make sure that the bear does not escape.
All right. So Nettie, you are looking this bear straight in the eye. Its eyes are closed, but it's kind of lulling in and out of sleep.
Ravak is gonna use like a stick and hit the wall near the traps with it so that the bear comes that way.
Are you gonna do this while Nettie's right in front of the bear?
Yes, I don't see that.
Why doesn't someone try to sneak up on the bear and just fucking stab it to death?
Yeah, Hork, why don't you do that?
Alright, I sneak up around the bear and try to stab it fucking to death.
Well, wait, Nettie's already there. So Nettie, do
Okay,
you
Nettie,
attempt to attack it?
Yep, now he's gonna attack it.
All right.
Come in.
That's the sound of the stick.
Oh, come in.
Ah, okay. So Nettie, let's see, how are you attacking it?
What do I have? Just straight claws. Claw of the eyeball.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay, good
Blind
choice. Yeah, so roll me your claws attack.
Damn.
And you would have advantage because it's sleeping and surprised. So, very nice.
Just tore this fucking bear's face off. What was this?
Yeah, it's blind now.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you just did 27 damage to it.
Holy
and
shit, you tore off the bear's actual face!
That bear doesn't have eyeballs anymore.
Oh my god!
It's blind. We win.
Christ, I almost
That is
feel bad.
brutal. Cleared out his signs is real good.
Oh, trust me, you're not going to feel bad in a minute.
Don't call me Nettie Pop for nothing.
Okay, so we're going to give it some brain fungus.
I embalm all my enemies.
This bear is awake and alert.
This bear is now awake, and you must all roll initiative.
Thunder!
Oh yeah, didn't click my thing, but it's fine.
Where do I click?
Oh, right, okay, so initiative. Click on your token first in the map, and then go to your character sheet, and then click on initiatives right at the very top in the middle. Click on the word initiative.
Next to armor class and speed.
Yes, perfect. Let's see. Oh, Monique needs to roll. Someone's banging above me, apparently.
It's me. Hello, I'm here.
No, someone's actually above me banging.
I'm in Chicago right now. And not in Apple.
Let's see, you actually got, what, a 3.1? No. What was your... Oh, 24.18.
I got 3.13.
You sure did. Okay, I think that's
You're almost
everybody.
by. Oh, it's me. I'm a kid.
I'm sorry.
I know, it sucks, right?
Alright, Ravak, it is your turn.
Oh, is it your nephew?
Okay.
You hear the bear scream in agony as Nettie claws its eyes, attempts to
That's
claw
the
its
bear.
eyes out.
Rock moves over here, and I could see that there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He chucks a couple arrows. Wait, can I? Is this two? Yeah. Okay. So as a bonus action, it's gonna cast Zephyr's Strike, and then he
Are you
is
giving
going
yourself
to
advantage?
advantage on the first weapon attack roll. So I have extra attack, and then chuck a couple arrows at this bear.
Alright, the first longbow shot misses, and the second longbow shot hits. What kind of bow do you have?
A longbow.
Okay.
Oh,
You loose an arrow into the bear, and kind of like looks at you, and then looks back to Nettie.
He's going to try to intimidate or distract the bear by just like yelling at it. Come on, bear! I dare you to run at me. You can't kill me.
I bear you.
Thank you so much.
And that's it.
Alright, the bear is surprised this round, so it can't do anything. Nettie, it's your turn. You are face to face with a very angry bear, And this bear is huge, by the way. You get a full look at it. Its mouth is just dripping with like blood and just gross saliva. Its entire backside is covered in these like kind of sharp-looking quill-like hairs, and its forelimbs are also just dripping with blood and horribly calloused.
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna go for another slash to the mouth.
Ooh.
All right, so you move up into range.
And just claws again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ah,
Oh
jeez.
no.
Oh no.
Wow.
All right,
Oh,
okay.
no.
You just fail.
You
You
sim-
miss entirely.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Yep, you just miss, and unless you want to move away, that's just your turn. Oof.
Yeah, I'm just gonna retreat.
All right, would you like to use, since I know you're new, what's it called? What is it called? Oh, cunning action to do a disengage action, so you don't get opportunity attacked.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't know what it is, but sounds good.
Yeah, so you use a bonus action to move out of the way of the bear without it being able to swipe at you. How far back would you like to move?
Just out of arm's reach.
All right, so you move back about 20 or so feet. It's got pretty long arms. It's now Sassy's turn.
Hi, it's me. I'm the cat. I would
No.
like to to move, just like peek around this corner and see if I
Alright.
can shoot it with my short bow. Boom.
You did. Oh wait. No, you miss.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, 12 misses. Your arrow just whizzes past the bear.
Damn it! I scream. And then I disengage, even though I don't have to. And then I hide. Unnecessarily.
Alright, it's Monique's turn. Monique kind of crests the corner, and she is going to, do a rifle attack and 2 pistol attacks. And those all hit. Because she had, you didn't see that. I rolled that as a whisper. But yeah, she attacks it, and she shoots it 3 times with her rifles.
What?
And then she also just kind of steps back behind cover. Hork, it's your turn.
Okie fucking dokie. Am I close enough to make a melee attack, or am I gonna have to?
You would have to, I think, dash to get even close enough to get up to melee.
Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna get closer and like enter a defensive stance.
Yeah, because you can move 60 feet closer to the bear, which would be like just behind Nettie.
Mm-hmm. Be right here.
All right, so you are now in position to attack next turn,
Okay, great.
or will be in position to attack next turn. Bakshi, it's your turn.
I will do a guiding bolt at the bear.
Alrighty, so 21, 26. Yep, those definitely hit. So this, let's see, on a hit, target takes that damage, and the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. Okay. So whoever attacks the bear next gets advantage, which would be you, Ravak.
Okay, so yeah, okay. I'm just going to chuck a couple more arrows at this bear and hope that it chases me because of my arrows.
Alright, let's see. The first attack misses, but the second one hits. But it seems like your arrows aren't really doing too much to it.
Yeah.
They're kind of hitting into the skin, but the skin is so calloused and thick that it's kind of, you feel they're not actually really digging in much. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You can try to announce your presence to the bear if you'd like.
Yes, I want to roar like a dragon at the bear to try to make it feel like I am the superior roaring creature.
Alright, roll either animal handling or intimidation, I suppose. The bear does turn and look your way.
Good.
And the blood and
Come at
arrows
me.
kind of do some weird things. Alright, it's now the bear's turn. The bear, while it does see you, also notices that there's also 2 very luscious targets right next to it. So the bear's going to move.
Guys, stop being so luscious.
No.
Go into talk
Right
bow.
Right up into Hork and Nettie.
Bring it.
Let's see, what can this thing do?
Just swallows them whole.
Oh, campaign's over. Bye.
Bear cast fireball.
What's this, JoJo?
All right, it is going to, it's going to claw at you, Hork, and it's going to bite at you, Nettie.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Hork, does a 14 hit you?
1 sec.
AC is what, 12?
Yeah, I'm 12.
All right, so you take 42 slashing damage as the bear
Holy
slams its
shit.
giant
5d12.
mangled
Jesus.
5d12. This is no ordinary bear.
42? Okay.
Yep.
I have 7 health left.
Oh no.
13, actually, to be exact.
13. Yeah, whatever. Cool.
Between 7 and 13 could mean life or death. And Nettie, you take... wait, Nettie, what's your... You have 13 AC, right?
No clue actually. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you take 19 piercing. So you are at 19 hit points. All right, Hork, you are bloodied, and Nettie, you are also now bloodied. So be careful.
Was 42 enough damage to, what is it, the thing you could lose, take permanent damage or whatever?
Not
Damage
since,
threshold.
since he was at full health, it won't take
Oh,
effect
okay.
until next turn. So next round, if he takes another 42 damage, he'll definitely be getting an injury. Although he'll also be unconscious.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nettie, it is your turn.
Guys, get back here so we can lead the bear over here. There's more of us back here. We can kill it.
Yeah, wait, where's the trap?
Traps are
That's
those
the
blue
X's.
X's.
Great.
Can I retreat in that direction?
Yes, you can take your
you can
disengage.
disengage.
Nice. Okay, so that's what I do.
Go towards the traps. Hopefully, there's more
Do a
people
flip over the bear.
trapping things.
Yeah, if you want to do a cool flip over the bear, you'll probably be able to make it to the traps.
Nice. Let's flip over the bear.
Yeah. Wait, what's your base movement speed? Isn't it 40?
Here she face.
Where am I looking?
Oh, just do an acrobatics check. Yeah, so you do a cool little flip over the bear, and you manage to run up to about here.
Watch out for the traps.
You can very clearly see the traps.
Watch out for that tree.
Yeah, you have no risk of running into your allies' traps. Let's see, Sassy, it is your turn.
Okay. She wants to run over here and scream at the bear and say, "Come here, you big stupid piece of shit!" And she's gonna try and shoot it with the short bow and say, "Hork, duck!" Hork, do you duck?
No.
You can hit it without reasonably hitting Hork.
Okay.
You miss anyway. It flies
She's
way overhead.
really good at this. Damn it! This bear is too fast. As it's saying still. And then she's gonna disengage and go back. Even though she's not engaged at all.
Alright, it's Monique's turn. Monique is going to basically do the same thing you did, but with guns.
What with the guns?
Let's see. Okay, yeah. And Monique does a further 10 damage to it. Alright, the bear, after being shot a couple times, looks a little bit worse for wear. And is angry. Hork, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm not in good shape. I don't want to die.
Hork, get back here. You have a blood.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over there because I have a blood.
Are you disengaging?
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage. I'm gonna get the hell out of there.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to go like over.
Yeah, you can move 30 feet any direction.
I'm gonna go over to this skeleton and drape him over me.
Okay. You're
As
hiding
in-
behind the skeleton.
Yes, I will hide behind the skeleton.
Bakshi, it's your turn.
Oh, hey, it's me and my turn.
Cat.
Oh, not this time.
You currently can't see Hork. You can see everybody else, though.
But I know where Hork is, right?
Roughly, yes. You can't physically see him, though.
Now I can.
Now you can, yeah.
Here, take one of these.
Oh yes,
Alright, you get back 8 hit points.
I love them. I love hit points.
Now, please try not to get murdered again.
You're now at
Yeah.
21.
21.
And unless you want to do anything else, Bakshi, it's Ravak's turn.
I'm gonna take a step to the side so I can see the bear more easily. And then I'm going to give this bear some frostbite and then shoot an arrow at it.
You're shooting a cone at the bear?
That's my breath weapon because I'm a dragonborn.
Right. That is only 15 feet,
Oh
though.
shit! Okay.
And also
Never
would
mind, I
hit
don't
all of
do
your
that.
friends.
I don't do that. I didn't know it was a
Yeah.
code. Just do 2 longbow shots.
Alrighty, so those both hit.
Nice job.
Yeah, got
Nice.
9/11 damage.
That's my favorite time of year.
Alright, yeah, so you do 10 points of damage to the bear as your arrows get flung into it.
It's not doing much to the bear, huh? It's resistant to arrows. Okay.
Do half damage to it.
Yeah, okay. And once
not a
again, I'm
bear.
going to yell at the bear and try to make it come this way.
Alright, well, this time it's still very angry at Nettie, so it's going to come running up this way, but then also see more delicious snack.
Oh.
Yeah, Bakshi. I hope you're ready to get hit by some, things.
I'm not.
Alright, it's going to swipe at you with its claw.
I duck.
You do duck. You do duck. Thank God you duck.
Thank God. Holy shit. Wow. Down me.
And then it sees Nettie around the corner now that it attacked Bakshi. It's going to move to try to attack Nettie with another bite.
Is that an attack of opportunity for Hork?
For Hork, yes.
Mm.
Ooh, Nettie, you take... Oh wait, no, that doesn't hit you. Nettie, you just barely miss being bitten by a giant savage bear.
Well,
Hork,
good.
Hork, if you'd like to take your reaction, you can attack the bear as it moves out of your distance.
Yeah, fuck this bear. I
Kill it.
I
Gonna stab it in the butt.
violence upon him.
Do a violence.
Where is my violence stick?
You're trying.
Yeah, okay, here.
That hits, and yep, that hits and does the 11 points of damage.
Yay.
Nice. How does the bear look? Is he bloodied?
Very much so. Very bloody. And very, very, very angry. Eddie, it's now your turn. The
Leave him
bear.
in the trap. Leave him in the trap.
Alright, I'm going to do another flip, but this time over the trap to the other side, hope that the bear isn't as acrobatic as I am.
Alright, you're enticing the bear to come get at you.
Yep. Okay. Flipping.
Oh, alright.
Oh.
Normally an acrobatics check wouldn't be a critical fail, but because you're jumping over a trap that can literally decapitate people, okay, you're fine. You don't successfully do a cool flip. It's kind of a lame flip. So
Some of the time, death flip.
So instead you just kind of back up and you disengage. I'm assuming you disengage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, it's now Sassy's turn.
Okay. She's gonna go. I'm gonna go directly behind the trap because I'm smart, and I'm gonna scream at the bear and say, "Hey, come get some of this bullshit! I'm gonna try and hit you with my short bow, which has been so successful so far. Let's try it again. I'll never stop being bad at short bow."
Yeah, you whiff very badly. The bear is like right there. It's huge too. It's a huge. It's a large creature. It's like 12 feet long.
She's gonna pretend that she's still very threatening and be like, "See, that's what you're up against. Why don't you come get some of my back?"
The bear lets out a very menacing roar.
You can roar all you want. Get into this trap.
All right, Monique is going to attempt to flank behind it, but can't quite make it. So she's just gonna hang out. She's just gonna dash. All right. It's now Hork's turn.
Please don't miss. Please don't miss.
Okay, dokie. I'm going to, I'm gonna move behind the traps and throw my trident. So I'm gonna move like, say here, and
Alright.
I'm going to fucking throw my throwy stick.
All right. Let's see. 13 misses.
Awesome.
So you whiff your fork right next to it. It lands between the bear and Bakshi.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Right about there.
Cool.
Bo, pick it up. And stab it too.
Speaking of Bakshi, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to grab the fork and then
Alright.
disengage and run away.
Nice.
All right.
And return the fork.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Yep. Hork, you now have the fork back in your possession.
Very nice.
It's almost like we planned it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ravak, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to. What's this do? Yeah, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this bear, and then yeah, that'll give me an extra d6 whenever I hit it with an attack. Should have done that earlier, but whatever. And then
Key to the battle.
yeah, and then going to chuck a couple more arrows at this bear.
All right. Let's see.
Don't think I have advantage.
No, yeah, they
Nice,
both.
no.
They do both miss.
16 misses.
Yep, 16 misses.
Huh.
Let's see. Critical fail. Oh, yep, you just failed. You're getting very lucky.
Yeah.
Actually, not really. It's actually in your favor. But it's now the bear's turn, unless you want to do anything else.
I once again roar at the bear.
All right. Well,
Very
the bear roars back, a broiling roar, and it's going to chase at basically all of you. But it is going to step
Runs
over
into 2 traps.
2 traps, 1 for each foot. Let's see. Must make 2 DC 15 dexterity saving throws. Oof.
Ooh, missed both.
Wow, that's impressive.
Stop
yes.
moving.
Yeah, so it stops moving. It didn't roll a natural 1, so its limbs are fine. But yes, it is now trapped by these traps, and they're gonna take 2d8 plus 10.
Nice.
17.
Very nice.
Alright, so the bear runs at you, but both of its forelimbs get caught up in these vicious traps, and it just kind of falls forward onto its face, basically, and is in a lot of pain. And it is stuck. It can't move. So until the creature breaks free of the trap, it's restrained. Creature can use its action to make it... Alright, well, I guess it can still use its action to try to break out of being restrained.
It's restrained twice, I guess.
Yes, it is restrained twice. So it's going to have to break out twice. The DC 14 strength check. Alright, well, it breaks out of one of the traps. So it's freed one of its arms, or forelimbs, from the trap. But its other one is still trapped in there. And it's now Nettie's turn.
Okay, so I suggest we rush it all at once.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's see what kind of weapons I have.
Restrained. You have advantage.
You do.
Short sword.
Oh.
Do all have advantage against this thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, we should just all rush it and stab somewhere different.
Do all your damage.
Just stab somewhere different.
I'll take the eye, you take the cheekbone.
And I'll form the head.
Stop it. That's
Okay, can I use short sword?
Yeah, you can kind of walk up next to it and just stab it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you moved. Okay.
Yeah.
Stab.
Now that hits. You stab it with your short sword. Again, your short sword, you stab into like its forelimb, and it's very callous. So you don't really make. It's not really like a really deep stabbing, but you do still stab into it. It's now Sassy's turn.
Awesome. What constitutes a finesse weapon?
If it says finesse, if it has a finesse attribute, then it's a finesse weapon. Finesse means you can use either your strength or your dexterity to make the attack roll and damage rolls.
Okay. Where would I find this information?
Let's see, which weapon are you inquiring about?
Any of them.
I know daggers are.
They are?
Daggers are, yeah.
Scimitars are? Or no?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Daggers, scimitars, yeah, I think those are the 2 weapons you have that are...
Okay. So I'm going to go up to it face, and I'm going to use sneak attack, so I have an extra 3d6 damage, and hope I fucking actually hit. It's right there. I should be able to.
Hey.
Awesome. I'm guessing that's a hit. Okay, cool. And then
Yeah, that hits.
slash roll 3d6.
Yeah.
6. Crit.
9.
Alright, yeah, you chop...
Is it
into this
66
bear.
because of the crit? Is it 3 more d6 because it's a crit?
Oh.
I think-
No, sneak attack is separate.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty sure sneak attack's separate.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about crit rolls in here.
Okay.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, because that's just an additional damage too. But yeah, you get 9 plus 2. But you don't need any more. It only had 9 hit points.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dead. We've slain the dragon.
Yep. The bear passes out and dies.
Dragon, where?
From just slashing it up with your scimitar and with Nettie's stabs and the traps ensnaring it. It just falls over dead.
We did it.
Good job, team. We did it. Yeah. High
Yeah.
fives. I try
I
to
am
give
very
everyone a
proud of all of you for killing this awful bear. Now we will skin it and eat all of its resources.
All right.
Yes, we start a campfire.
I skin the bear for its pelt.
Okay, roll me survival or yeah.
Wait. Okay.
I'm gonna do a little prayer.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a survival prayer.
All right, so you start skinning the bear. It's a large bear, but you do know how to skin a bear. It turns out.
Nice.
So you start working your way. You're very slowly starting to skin this ginormous creature.
What variety of skin does this creature have? Does it have special skin?
It has bear skin.
You do notice that the quills lining its back, the fur, are quite sharp.
Ooh.
Like it had you like
Porcupine-bear.
grabbed onto the bear, you would have been in a lot of pain.
I
What
will.
kind of a bear is
I will
this?
make a cloak of bear skin to harm my enemies.
When you tackle them?
Yeah.
All right, so Bakshi did what? 15 healing to everybody.
Cool, I didn't need it.
Is that extra temp hit points that I have for no reason?
That's real hit points.
Oh,
Those are real hit points.
I still don't need them. Thank you.
All right, so you're skinning the bear. Is anyone else? What is everyone else doing inside this cave? You do know that there is a river running, and there's some mushrooms back where the bear was kind of like laying down. A bunch of skeletons too, kind of in the corner.
Oh,
Can I inspect the
jeez.
bear?
Ravok
Yeah.
is starting a campfire so we can cook the bear.
Cool.
All right.
Look, she's investigating all these cool plants.
Cool plants. All right, give me an investigation roll.
I can do that.
Roll 15s. All right, yeah. You search the plants themselves aren't too remarkable. They're just kind of like ferns and some like vines. But you do notice underneath one of the plants is a little pouch of gold, and in it you find 12 gold pieces.
Ooh.
You also notice this big crystal in the middle of the lake,
Oh
but
my
you don't
god.
really know what it is.
Yeah, I noticed the crystal too, and I was like, "What the fuck, crystal?"
Is anyone else looking at anything else? There's, let's see, 1, 2, I guess 3 points of interest. Or 3 major points of interest that you probably all notice.
Can I go pick some mushrooms?
You sure can. So you walk up to the mushrooms. They're big. They're big mushrooms. There's some smaller ones, but there's a
They
bunch of big
attack.
ones. They don't attack.
This isn't Poland, come on.
Are you looking to pick any particular type of mushroom or like any kind of special mushroom? Or are you just picking them randomly?
Whatever goes best with stewed bear.
All right, roll me a survival check.
See if there's any medicinal ones in there. I need
Rovak,
potions.
roll me perception.
Oh no.
All right, so Nettie, you look for some mushrooms. You don't really know which ones will go good in soup, but you do find some that you're pretty sure aren't poisonous.
Good.
Looks like the bear was eating these, so it's a pretty safe bet they're not like too poisonous.
I want to look at these skeletons sitting around a pair of gloves with a spider.
All right. Oh, you see the spider? Wait, do you see the spider's name tag?
No.
Name tag.
Oh, okay. Wow, you actually saw that. Okay, so
Yeah.
tiny. Oh, you must
Yeah.
be zoomed in though.
A little bit.
Spoilers.
So the spider is actually sitting on a pair of gloves. You notice these gloves, and you notice the gloves are a little bit shiny.
Ooh.
And all
Okay.
the skeletons
I want
are just
to I want to breath weapon the spider.
You kill the spider. Or well, I guess it has to make a con save, right?
Yeah.
Is that for half damage? Oh no, yeah, it still dies. Yeah, it you freeze it into a little spider ice cube.
Okay. Then I bring the gloves over to the next to the fire to defrost, and then check them out.
All right. You find these gloves. Let me make them public knowledge.
Spider.
Yeah, you fucked that spider up.
Can I see if anything is like weird about the bear? Like why it would have like really sharp quills? Like if it's a certain kind of bear?
So you probably have never. I mean, I guess you could do a animal handling check to see if you've ever seen a bear like this before.
Okay. How? It's a
Oh.
0 modifier. How sassy?
Oh, well. You have heard tale of bears that go savage in the wild. Porcupine bears, particularly. This is probably a porcupine bear.
Porky bear.
Porky bear.
Bear can-
And when they go savage, they tend to just start gnawing at their limbs until they become all calloused, which is why they're very hard to kill and why they're so dangerous. You know that the quills, there's nothing super special about the quills other than they're very sharp, and you don't want to grab onto a bear like this without knowing what you're doing.
What if we could make like something out of the quills that was like super sharp?
I'm gonna make a jacket out of it so that no one will touch me.
What if we made like arrows
you
with
could
it?
attempt that.
Will that work? Can I like use the barbs as like for arrow make?
If you want to save the barbs, you probably can't make a coat like right now. You need probably go back to your ship and get like the proper tools and stuff. But
need to
yeah, you
make it
can
later.
save a bunch of quills to make something with if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll take his skin. I'll take his claws. I'll pat him on the head. You know, it'll be all nice.
Okay.
All right.
so
And
that's
did you all see the gloves that Ravak found?
I'm reading it now. With my knives.
Okay.
Blue leather gloves. Ooh. Flurry of snowflakes. This is for me.
That's pretty cool.
I'm an ice dragon. These go perfect with my ice abilities.
They do actually. It's
They're
kind of
already on my
fitting.
hands.
That's awesome. Cast ray of frost with a variable component. Nice. That's a really cool find. Okay, Sassy wants to join Bakshi and be like, ooh, shiny, what the hell's this?
And Nettie, you would also probably immediately spot this giant crystal gem structure.
Am I
Okay.
done skinning the bear?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that you can skin it and explore and stuff. You don't have to spend the entire time skinning it.
Okay, I'm gonna add the skin to my inventory.
And the quills.
Let's see, the skin probably is going to weigh at least a couple 100 pounds.
Whoa.
Jesus.
The bear is about, in total, about 1,800 pounds
Yikes.
Oh my god.
Bears are
and
big.
12 feet long. So the skin, including all the porcupine quills, are pretty heavy. Probably.
Bakshi, do you have a stretcher for the skin? You could carry it with?
No.
What the hell are you good for?
Wow.
I'm just
Somebody's
kidding.
not
love
getting
you,
any
Bo.
healing.
Just kidding. Wink. Anyway, what's this crystal about? Wink.
All right.
I don't know, Wink.
Who all is investigating the crystal currently?
I want to.
All right.
So just do investigation.
Yeah. So just you and Bokshi that are looking at this giant crystal in the water. Yeah, you don't know what this is, but it is glowing and kind of making a very, very dim, like kind of humming sound you can hear as you like bring your ears closer to the water.
To the water. Interesting. So Sassy wants to touch it.
All right. You touch it and nothing happens. Although the crystal does feel like it's kind of slightly vibrating, but nothing.
Oh, weird. Can she wants to try to like lift it up out of the ground. Can she do that?
It is attached to the ground, to the lake, to the little small lake bed. So you'd have to be pretty strong to lift it up.
Hork, come here. Help me lift this up. Bo, you help too if you get a stretcher.
All right, one sec. I go.
We got a humming shiny boy.
Oh yeah.
That's real nice.
Nettie, can you give me an investigation check with advantage? Oh,
Wow.
okay. Well, you don't know what it is either, but it is cool
Hork, do
looking.
it too.
All right.
If you get like a fucking natural 20, I'm gonna scream.
If Hork is the person, no.
Okay.
I was gonna say if Hork knows what this is, but no one else does. That'd be incredible. Yeah, Hork. It's just a shiny, cool-looking crystal that hums slightly.
Cool.
You lift it out the ground.
I
I am a big, strong orc, and I will lift it.
You got the
All right.
muscles. Pick that thing up.
Roll me a strength check, or an athletics, rather. Actually,
Wow.
well,
Nice.
that.
That's
wait.
That's-
Should I do athletics?
What's your athletics modifier?
6.
Oh yeah, it's the same. Okay. Yeah, you lifted the crystal, and it kind of you
Holy
feel like it's something about to give, but nothing happens.
It's like
It's in
kind
the
of
ground.
okay.
It's part of the lake bed.
I take a big rock and try to smash it.
All right.
Like I take the biggest rock I can find, heft it up above me, and just gravitize that bitch.
Hork, wait, maybe we can dig underneath it and not fucking do that.
No, smash!
Hork, no!
All right. Roll.
Fuck, she have a shovel.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually fucking smash this bitch.
No.
But what use are you, Wink?
Yeah. Roll. I guess athletics or strength check. You heft a big rock over your head and you bring it down upon the top of this crystal structure. And when you do so, you hear a large shattering sound. Splinters of crystal go everywhere, just all over the place.
Oh, no.
Nice.
And
Dodge
the light emanating kind of from it just disappears, and that's where we'll end the session.